Alright guys, ladder game number 10 against Genia Kazak. Protoss in the red. Oh wow. Oh wow, that was interesting. His probes did not split. How weird. Did mine split? How very strange. Anyway. What was I saying? This is ladder game number 10. With me and Genia Kazak. And like all games, fairly standard opening. Every time. So this is a horrible map for Overlord scouting, because good god do they take a long time to get over there. This is a huge map, and like, it's got so many like entrances to each base, and really big map. Anyway, he sends a probe scout. I've got my pool going. And my expansion coming up. He scouts around, and he actually leaves his probe back there, which was... that's a good place to leave it, because I can't see that. It's just outside my vision range. Send my other overlord to scout his main, and I'm keeping an eye on his expansion. So far, nothing. He's gotten into gateway cybernetics. Another gateway. And getting out the warp gates. So all fairly standard so far. My 4 scouting lings holding that watchtower. I really ought to split 2. And have 2 on each tower. Try to remember that for next time. Ah yes, I'd seen that little probe go and hide, so I decided to scare it away. It's a shame I couldn't kill it. A couple of spines coming up for defense. Got my extractors, and against Protoss, going for my very standard roach play. Oh yeah, he tries to get some harassment in with the mothership core, and I'm like, it's not ineffective, but it's not effective, and I can see it just there, so I get a spore crawler up as quick as I can. Not really quick enough, but managed to chase that away, and he starts warping in units on this low ground. See, if I'd killed that probe, but what have I got? 4. I've still just got 4 lings. Ah, now I'm starting to produce roaches. But 1 roach against this is not going to be enough. He dies a horrible death. But I've got 9 roaches coming out, so as long as I can just hold this long enough to get the roaches. There we go. 3 roaches there. And... oh, more roaches there. So that wasn't horrible. I mean, like... resources lost? He actually lost more from that. I lost my spines, but... so I've seen that he's only just started to expand, which is useful information. I haven't actually sent this into scout yet, although there's not a lot I would see. Lots of warp gates, and a robo. So I'd see these immortals coming out. I hate immortals. Immortals, oh, they do so much bloody damage. And they have so much damn health. But yeah, he's started warping in his main base rather than back here. He's got a stalker holding that watchtower. Roach army moving out. They're not gonna. He sees all of them moving out, so he can get into position. And I think I pull back. Like, do I pull back? Do I pull back? No. Yeah. Okay. So I think I figured. That's quite an army. Let's not try and beat that. Still don't take the bloody watchtower off him, which is silly. He keeps warping in, and resources have balanced out now. In the background, I am getting my upgrades. Continuing to tech up. As you can see, I haven't been brilliant with these injects. Start getting some Hydralisks out, and start teching up the Hive. Oh yeah, because I've been useless with my injects, I start getting out quite a few creep tumors. You can see going in groups of 3, and starting to expand to the 3rd. So at the moment what we're looking at, 3 Zealot, 8 Immortal, 9 Stalker against 12 Hydra, 24 Roach. Lost control of both these towers, which is annoying. And he gets an observer in, so you can see everything that's going on. Also annoying. Although there's not a lot to see, short of I'm building an army of Hydras and Roaches. So I think... Nope, I walk right past the tower, so he knows I'm coming, but he doesn't get into position. This is the thing. I check for expansion and then just decide to pull out. Lose a couple of units in the process, but nothing major. He manages to kill that, which is annoying. Alas. But it's pretty much just a macro game at the moment. It's actually ahead of me in probes, which is... What am I on? 3-3-17, 3-3-16... Must be building some drones over here. Yeah, I am. But I'm pretty much just building Hydras and Roaches. Hydras and Roaches. Hydras and Roaches. I got 2-2 up. Hive Tech is done, so 3-3 is researching. Speeds for both of them are done. Finally take that watchtower back. He's watching this whole army. This whole time he's watching. And he gets into position this time, but he hasn't got enough to really make it work. I slightly outnumber that, just slightly. Those Immortals pack a punch though. And I managed to block that expansion. I can't push forward anymore, but blocking that expansion is useful because now I am on my 3rd expansion. So now I can start out macroing him, although he is still ahead in probes. Although that's not very useful if you don't have... Oh, they're all sitting down there waiting to mine. More Hydras coming out. Oh, and some Ultras coming out as well. Ultras are fun. How often do you see me play with Ultras? Never. Finally learning to macro hatch as well. So, he's still got this observer just sitting there watching. So he knows exactly what's coming. I'm not quite sure how I never managed to notice that. But like, he just doesn't have the army to beat this. I mean, I've got 40 Roaches. I could send my Roaches in alone and they would probably beat his army of Stalkers and Zealots. So he knows this huge army is coming. Oh, some of them get caught out of position, run up a crappy pathing. But he's going to lose that 3rd. Bye. I lose all my Ultralisks. And I think I lose these Hydras as well. Yeah, crappy micro. But I managed to do a hell of a lot of damage. I'm not quite sure why the game isn't over yet. Okay, so I kill his second and then pull away. Okay. See, if I knew that behind this he had like bugger all, I could have just moved my whole army in. But I was scared that behind this he had an amazing base and he was just churning out units by the bucket load. Tries to get his third again. And now he's defending. I'm now at the point where it's kind of just like, okay, I feel in a comfortable position, let's play with swarm hosts. This is cruel, I should finish the game. I really should just finish the game. But swarm hosts. Tries to get the force field there. I tear down his expansion again. Not quite sure why I don't just go for the kill. I think this is the problem, is that like I kind of think defender's advantage, and that I could lose all of this and then I'd be buggered if I went for the kill. But of course, he's got nothing behind this. He's got nothing. Like, he's got 6 probes and an observer. That's it. So yeah, I could have won that game a lot quicker. And it was for fear of defender's advantage that I didn't. And I have seen some like Protoss players just like, Protoss players just spam cannons everywhere, and it's kind of like, well, if he's got loads of cannons up here, will I be able to push up? Maybe he's keeping an army back here for defense. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, not bad, not bad. I was quite pleased with my creep spread this game. I mean, it was a long game, 30 minutes, and I didn't creep everywhere. But I think, and the only reason I got any creep spread out in the first place was because I was doing badly on my injects. But I think if I'm going to do badly on my injects, I could at least get some decent creep spread out. This isn't terrible. I think I did a good job of that early attack. What would that be at? 5 minutes, I guess, 6 minutes? Yeah, so his 8-minute attack. I think I did quite a good job of holding this attack off. So, I mean, like, 8 minutes. I'm supposed to start producing roaches at 8 minutes on the dot. And I'm not. Where's my first roach? I've got 1. So really, my roaches start getting produced at like 8:40. If the majority of my roaches had been produced at 8, like they were supposed to be, this attack would have done like no damage at all. As it stands, I only lost 1 roach from that, which is not bad. So that was just in time I managed to hold that off, and only because of those spines. And because my roaches were a little bit late. If they'd been on time, that attack would have been nothing. That probe I should have killed. I shouldn't have let it build that proxy, and I should have gone and scouted out for that proxy. Because he could have warped in another attack here. The thing I did really badly on this game is those observers. Holy crap, those observers had a comfortable life, didn't they? What, they turn up at about 18 minutes? So he's got an observer here at 18 minutes. So that observer follows my army around for the good part of 15 minutes. And I never get detection. And what did I say in one of my other games? Oh, when I get up to Lurtek, I really ought to morph one of my overseers into one of my overlords into an overseer, so that I have detection in case of anything silly like Dark Templars or observers. Well, I got anti-air with the Hydras. I could have shot it down. There's a few silly mistakes. That's it for the game 10. Onwards and upwards the ladder.